flooring. This is an educational video. The customer was trying to cut costs because they actually bought the house and they're flipping the house, and if you flip a house, you're going to try to cut some costs. And with that said, this is the result of some of the things you probably shouldn't do. So I'm using this house as an example. Don't get me wrong, I did advise the customer what he should do. They gave it some thought and said, hey, we're going to do it this way. It's going to look fine, which it does look good, but there's better ways to do it if you go the extra mile. Two things. The patching here, you can see that it turned out a lot lighter because of some of the grade that the customer picked, and it wasn't antiqued. We do sanding and we can antique in some areas. Also, some of the pet stains. There's a pet stain over here and some bleeding from the nails getting wet because this is a face nail floor. When they get wet, they bleed through the wood and you cannot sand these out. So this area should have been ripped out and replaced as well. There's one other spot over here that I can show you with this face nail floor with the bleeding through of the nails. This whole area should have been replaced, and I suggest that as well. Now the customer did all the patching themselves to save money, cut costs, and here's one area where it was patched. It's just a small little area. If we would have done it, or maybe Hardwood Flooring would have done it, we would have staggered these and extended these out like the rest of the boards in the room, so it looks like it's always been there. And then maybe a little bit of antiquing. What we did over here is we sanded these 5 treads, which turned out really well. The downstairs here turned out really nice. All in all, it turned out really nice as far as when you finish a floor and you're trying to flip the house. But there's one area over here with the pet stains. I showed the customer this as well. They talked about it and decided not to do it. And you can see that it's a little bit darker over here and lighter over here. So it's kind of like a big area. It's off to the side, maybe if you put a table or an area rug. But some people don't want to spend the money and go the extra mile. And for this particular case, they're trying to flip the house and sell it. So some people do say, can we stain it really dark and maybe early American or slightly darker than that, and it would cover these stains up. That's not so. It's not going to cover these stains up because this is already darker than this, and it's going to be that many steps higher than the rest of the floor. So when you stain it dark, you're still going to see these dark spots. It's just going to be a dark stain with dark spots. And that's it. Hopefully I answered some of your questions with pet stains and patching and antiquing the floor. And thanks for watching. And if you want to get a hold of me, barbadyflooring.com. Thanks.